everybody! If you've been around here for a while, you'll know that I have no Harry Potter knowledge at all. I've never read the books, I've never seen the movies. But guess what? I finally read them! Well, I've started. I'm only on the third book right now. Growing up, it never appealed to me for whatever reason. It's only been in about the past year that I've developed a real interest in wanting to read Harry Potter. I think J.K. Rowling is a fascinating and remarkable person, and ever since Outlander came into my life, I've developed a slight major obsession with Scotland. And I learned that Rowling wrote most of Harry Potter sitting in an Edinburgh cafe, and she took a lot of the settings and the names from the Scottish sites and people around her. And a lot of the movies' gorgeous exterior shots were filmed in Scotland. I know they used the Glenfinnan Viaduct for the Hogwarts train, and all of that really intrigued me. And I was surprised by how much I genuinely enjoyed it. I was totally into it. I flew through it. I loved the writing and the world building. It was surprisingly, refreshingly complex. These are children's books, and I figured they would read like children's books. I mean, children's books are great, but I thought, like, as an adult reading it, I would be like, okay, it's cute for kids, you know? But the writing is smart and engaging for any age, I think, which is always the way to go. I've always agreed with Robin Williams and Mrs. Doubtfire when he said, don't patronize kids. If you enjoy it, they would enjoy it. Or C.S. Lewis, who said, a children's story that can only be enjoyed by children is not a good children's story. Harry Potter is definitely fun and entertaining for everybody, so I've really appreciated that. Snape is my favorite. I find him to be the most interesting. He doesn't take any crap from anybody. He finds no reason to be nice or well-liked, but he's like subtly, quietly doing the right thing, but he doesn't need anybody to know about it. He's misunderstood, and I love that. I also love Ron. Ron is my other favorite character. He is so cute, and little Rupert Grint is the cutest thing I have ever seen in my life. I've been watching the films as I've been finishing the books, so I've seen the first 2 movies so far, and oh my gosh, he is so adorable. Can we just take a moment to appreciate this level of cute? I also love the whole big family aspect we have with the Weasleys. I love family dynamics in large families like that, and the Weasleys are written really well. Oh, and Tom Riddle is fine. I'm pretty upset about this whole Dark Lord business because damn. I also just love how magical everything is. Again, back to the world building. So detailed, so fun. There's one thing I don't agree with though, and that is witches can be male or female. Wizards are another type of magical being entirely. Charmed 101. So this world telling me that females are witches and males are wizards? No. To me, these guys are all wizards, regardless of gender. If you use a wand, I'm calling you a wizard. Charmed rules will always guide my beliefs on this subject. But aside from that little pointless thing, I'm so glad I finally jumped into Hogwarts because it's a lot of fun. And I won't feel left out of all the jokes and the references now. I also headed over to the revamped Pottermore website right before I started reading the books and got myself sorted into my house. Can you tell? Can you tell where I am? I was sorted into Slytherin, and just from reading the traits and facts about Slytherin on Pottermore before I had all of the real information about it from the books, I totally felt like it was exactly where I belonged. Also, green and silver, we got the best colors. So I was totally okay with this, and I still completely believe Slytherin is where I belong now that I've been reading. I don't think I quite understand how Pottermore works, though. The questions are so odd. Like, they don't seem inherently anything. Black or white, right or left. There was one question I remember that I think was very Slytherin of me. It was something like, which of these would you choose? Wisdom, power, and I can't remember the others because those are the 2 that I was stuck between. I ended up choosing power. My thinking is, I can always gain more wisdom, but power is not so easy to come by. If I had real power to be heard and change things that need changing, that's pretty amazing. So like, if I have power, I can gain wisdom. If I have wisdom and no power to put that wisdom to good use, it's kind of wasted, isn't it? So I feel like that's a very Slytherin thought of mine, but the rest of the questions I was like, what? Heads or tails? Okay, Sorting Hat. I decided to go back and take the quiz again, not for a different result, but I wanted to record the test so I could put some of it in this video. For the most part, they were all the same questions, and I know I picked the same answers I gave the first time around. And it put me in Gryffindor. How did I go from Slytherin to Gryffindor in a matter of weeks? It didn't ask me the power question the second time around, the wisdom or power or whatever else. I didn't get that question, and I'm wondering if maybe that made all the difference. I do think Slytherin and Gryffindor are very similar, much more similar than Harry wants to believe, but Gryffindor isn't right for me. Gryffindor is all bravery and chivalry. Slytherins are cunning, resourceful, ambitious, they pretty much keep to themselves, and I think they're a little misunderstood, which is totally okay. Plus, I got my boy Snape here with me. I may be new here, but anyone who automatically thinks Slytherin equals evil just doesn't really understand Slytherin. I mean, sure, maybe we have a tendency to be a bit on the mean side and cross over into actual evil sometimes, but you know, that's not everyone. Again, I feel like Gryffindor and Slytherin are very similar, even though they're presented through Harry's young 11-year-old eyes as being polar opposites, and of course the school bullies are in Slytherin. But there's more to it than that, and I find that really intriguing. Pottermore also gave me a wand, poplar wood, with a unicorn hair core, and it says, "Poplar people have a clear moral vision and integrity, and the unicorn hair is faithful and doesn't easily turn to dark arts." So see, just because I'm Slytherin doesn't mean I'm an evil wizard. Green and silver! I'm actually living in Central Florida at the moment, so I need to venture over to Universal to check out the Wizarding World because it's right there. It is right down the street. So I need to check that out. And I'll definitely bring you all along when I go, so let me know if there's anything I absolutely have to do while I'm there, or anything that you guys are dying to see so I can show you. Also, let me know what houses you're all in, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye!